Hi, everyone. So, this is the last topic that we all should know. You all should know. It's on effective group discussions and meetings. Okay, it's not going to be very long. I'm going to cut it real short and sweet so that you will know exactly what to do during the mock meeting, which you will be doing really soon. Okay. So the learning outcomes are as follows. You should be able to distinguish between the various types and purposes of discussions and meetings, construct a complete meeting agenda and minutes of meeting. Actually, you don't need to do that. Analyze participant behavior at meetings and identify methods to encourage full participation of all members. Yes, a little bit of that. Conduct and participate in a meeting, and that you really need to do. So here are the parts which you will be going through. Well, not everything. I'll just highlight the most important ones. So when you need to work in groups, usually it happens because this is what happens in jobs. In most jobs, you're required to work in groups. And what happens is that when you work in teams or small groups, you will be able to have higher productivity, you'll become more accurate, and there should be more enthusiasm. Yep. And what happens is that when you work in groups, you will rely heavily on communication and other skills because you need to speak to one another. So here are some functional roles which you need to know. Let's look at the interesting ones, such as dysfunctional roles. Here we have the blocker. So, what do you think a blocker does? Definitely, you're right. Yep, he or she is someone that stops anyone from saying anything. Yep, he can be discouraging and might even say something that may discourage others from saying anything. So, yeah, he blocks. Then there is an attacker. What an attacker does is that not only does he stop somebody from saying something, he or she would say something mean or hurtful or insensitive. Yeah, by saying something like, "Oh, I don't think your idea will work at all," or "I think it's a stupid idea. Why are we wasting time listening to this?" Or somebody might say, "I think what you said is just utterly nonsense." Yep, things like that. It happens. So, these are some dysfunctional roles, and there are somebody known as the recognition seeker, where he or she needs people to say that, "Oh, yeah, I know he did the thing. Yeah, he's the one who did everything. Or he's the one who came up with a brilliant idea. Or he's the one who initiated it." Well, to tell you the truth, most people are like that. They want to be recognized. Then there's also a joker and a withdrawer. A joker would tell jokes, yeah, and to lighten things up, especially when there is a tense moment. And a withdrawer is somebody who just keeps quiet. Yeah, please do not be a withdrawer in a meeting because people have asked you to attend a meeting because they believe that you can contribute or participate or say something positive towards what they are going to discuss. So, yeah, don't be a withdrawer, okay? And here are other task functions. Become an information giver. That means in a meeting, the ones that you will be having soon, be somebody who provides the information or somebody that asks for information by being the information seeker, somebody who gives an opinion, or somebody who asks for opinion. Yeah, opinion seeker. Somebody that can start talking, yeah, start the discussion or get the ball rolling, as some of you might understand, yeah, get the ball rolling. Then there's also a direction giver. Yep. A direction giver is someone who tells the members of the discussion, what is happening right now and what will be discussed right after this particular section. Okay. Somebody that tells them that, okay, right now we're going to talk about, what is the situation? What is the current situation? Is there a problem or is things going smoothly? If there is a problem, then what should be discussed next? Summarizer. Summarizer is someone who tells people what has been decided upon or what were the suggestions that were mentioned. Somebody who gives an overall perspective of what has happened. And these other functions can also be be the roles which you might want to take on when you're doing the meeting. Okay, these functions here, yeah, everything here can be held by anyone during the meeting. But remember, don't just stick to just one role. Maybe in one occasion you could be the starter and then you become the information seeker. Later on, you become the summarizer. Yeah. So everybody's role will be like that. You take on several functions. Okay? So working in groups, yep, you need to, it can be formal or informal, but for your business meeting, it has to be formal. Okay? FORMAL. Yeah. No two ways about it. Everybody has to talk in a formal manner, dress in a formal manner, speak to one another in a formal manner, basically to act in a formal manner. So here there are two ways of problem solving communication. Yeah. First is to reflect and next is to come up with the decisions. So what happens is reflective thinking. When I give you a problem, yep, during the assessment, you need to talk about the problem. What is it actually? What is the basic um, issue that you're facing? Then talk about it, analyze it, establish the criteria for a solution, come up with some criteria. For instance, don't forget, criteria normally falls into three categories. The first one will be time. How much time do you have? The second one would be what sort of resources do you have? Mostly, okay, we covered the time. Then it will be the people. Yeah, how many people will be there to help you, or people at your disposal to get things done? And lastly, let's talk about money. So yeah, those three are the criteria: time, people, and money. Then come up with suggestions on solutions. Each and every member of the participants might want to come up with a solution, and other members might ask them, like, to justify why do you think it will work, or do you think we have enough time, or do you think we have enough money, or do you think we have enough people? Then come up with a solution, decide on which ones are the best, then implement the solution. That means talk about, like, okay, who's going to do what next. All right, imagine this happening in just one meeting, then follow up with the solutions. Here is the next stage, which is the decision making method. Okay, this refers to here deciding on a solution. Okay, so you might want to say that, all right, we're going to make sure that everybody agrees in this. Okay, let's say we have three solutions, so let's vote on it. If if everyone agrees to vote on the second solution, so yeah, we will try with that one. So that means consensus. Another way is to do a majority vote. I'm sure you know what it means. All right. Um okay, this one you can read on your own. This one also you don't have to read about. You do not. I do not have to go through that with you. This one you can go through on your own as well. Virtual meetings, yes. This one you can read on your own. Um, what about this? Yeah, conducted. Okay, this is the type of meeting that you are going to have for your assessment. All right, and we just went through it just now. All right, here is some information where you need to know when you are conducting a meeting. First, there should be a chairperson and other members. It could be a secretary. The secretary can take on the role of any other heads or other executives or supervisors, or you can have a committee member or a representative, yeah, anyone at all. It depends on the type of problem that is presented to you. Maybe the event is skewed to a concert or a talk, so you need to think like who would be involved in such a meeting. Okay. Now planning the meeting. Okay, all these things you will need to discuss with me. Okay, because we will be having our meeting during Tuesday, I think, yeah, or any other time. So you need to make an appointment with me and inform me which time slot would fit you better, okay, or the best. Memo, yeah, this thing you can read on your own. You do not need to give me a memo. These are examples of a memo. Okay, this is an agenda. Okay, this is important. You need to inform me of the agenda. That means write down what you will discuss. Please read this on your own. And let's say you will want to confirm the minutes of meeting that was done before, so you can do that. And then say, all right, today we will have to discuss on how to solve, okay, whatever problem. And then you discuss it. Okay. So the agenda will be a list of items which you will be discussing during your meeting. Okay, you can read this on your own. This also talks about the agenda, samples of agenda, and here you can read this on your own. Chairperson, you need to read this. Yeah, opening the meeting, encouraging balanced participation, maintaining a positive tone, and solve problems as creatively as possible. And then there's the conclusion of the meeting. Okay. So these are the items which need to be done during during the meeting. Yep. And minutes of meeting, yep, you don't have to do that. So you can skip everything here. Skip the meeting. And finally, okay, these are some things that you might want to go through. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the lecture. What you need to do is to listen to the next recording, because I will give you a little bit more instructions on how to do the business meeting for your assessment. All right. So thank you very much for listening in. Please listen to this video again if you do not understand, and ask me any questions if you have. Yeah. All right. Stay tuned. Let's go on to the next video.